Yeah, right. So today we'll see classification of surveying. In the previous class also we are continuing the same thing, classification of surveying. And today we'll see based on the instruments used, classification of surveying based on instruments used. Okay. So everything is a surveying, but the thing is the purpose will be different. Some will need to know the area, some will need to know the volume, some will need to know the distance, and some are supposed to know what is the level difference between the two different points, also a number of points like that. Okay, so for this you will be using different instruments to obtain the required data Okay, so what you are going to learn after completion of this topic is it is classification based upon the instruments used. And in the previous class we have learnt about we have learnt about so we have learnt about the classification of surveying based upon nature of field of survey, that is land survey, hydrographic of marine survey, astronomical surveys like that. Now we'll see now based upon nature of field of survey and object of survey and based upon instruments used. Now first, based on nature of object of survey, archaeological survey. What is the purpose? For unearthing the relics of antiquity, past relics, పురాతన కట్టడాలు అంటాం కదా, that is comes under the archaeological department. So that survey is nothing but called as what? Archaeological survey. Next, geological survey means it is completely related with the soil underneath the earth surface. What is the purpose? If you go back to your social studies, you studied about the earth crust, core, mantle. Crust, core, mantle, these are the three different stratas. So what is the depth of each, what is the extent of each layer, you can calculate by this geological survey. Okay, now today based upon the instruments used for surveying, we will be using chain surveying, we will be using compass surveying, we will be using leveling, plane table, theodolite, tachyometric survey, photogrammetric, EDM survey. Now we'll see one by one when we go for chain surveying and when we go for the compass leveling, like that we'll be seeing now. If I take chain surveying, this is one of the simplest type of surveying where revenue department will be doing this type of surveys to know the area, to know the length, to fix up the boundaries, like that. Like that they will be doing. Here chain surveying is used for only linear measurements. You can take either with chain or tape. In chain you will be having different types. We will be seeing later when you enter into chain surveying chapter. Okay, next, here it is not possible to take angular measurements in case of chain surveying, but there is one rule, that is we call as a 345 rule. What is that? 345 rule. In that you can measure, you can fix the 90 degrees angle, you can fix the 90 degrees angle like that. Okay, suppose this is one corner, this is one edge, this is one edge. If I want to know the 90 degrees angle here, one side you are supposed to keep 30 centimeters, one side you have to keep 40 centimeters, and this diagonal should be how much? 5. This is called as a 3-4-5 rule. So if you keep 30 and 40, it should be how much? 50. If it is getting 50, then your this angle is how much? 90 degrees. Only 90 degrees can be measured easily in this. Okay. Next, preferred when high accuracy is not required. When accuracy is not that much important, then you can go for chain surveying, and it is used for small areas like that. Okay. Next, coming to the compass surveying. Here, in case of chain surveying, only linear measurements are possible, whereas in case of compass surveying, both linear and angular measurements are taken. But how this is taken? Here, linear measurements are taken with the help of chain or tape, whereas angular measurements are taken with respect to the help of compass. Okay, so you have generally two types of compass: prismatic compass and surveyor's compass. Okay, now we'll see in detail regarding the prismatic compass and surveyor's compass in your second next chapter after chain surveying, that is compass surveying. Okay, we'll further discuss what is a prismatic and what is surveyor's compass like that. Okay, at present we are using prismatic compass only. Surveyor's compass is outdated. As of now it is outdated. Okay, here you can measure angles, but only horizontal angles are possible. Horizontal angles are only possible, means you can measure horizontal angles. You can measure horizontal angles by bearings only. We will come across what are these difference between angle and a bearing in the further classes. Okay, now linear measurements are also taken with a chain or tape. Next, it is more accurate than chain surveying because you are taking linear measurements and at the same time you are going to calculate the angles also by taking some bearings. Bearings means what? With reference to some north direction you will be some meridian, some magnetic meridian, means some fixed point wherever the compass shows north. With respect to that north you are going to calculate the bearing. Based upon the bearings you are going to calculate the horizontal angles. That is the reason you will be getting some accurate areas. Okay, and this is preferred where in case where accuracy is required and the area is somewhat large, where chain surveying is not sufficient to use. Okay, coming to the leveling. Leveling means what? Undulation, up and downs. What is the difference between any 2 points? As I said you earlier in the examples of the previous classes, when you are constructing the building, you will be checking the floor level should be higher than the ground road level, so that whatever the domestic water it is coming out from your house, it will be easily drained off the drains. Suppose if you are keeping lower than the road level, the water will be stagnated beside your houses, which will create nuisance. Okay, and even though whenever the rain comes, the water will be coming into your houses. That is the reason you have to fix the level of your floor above the road level. So for that fixing, you are going to perform a survey is known as leveling survey. Now chain surveying and compass surveying is done in horizontal plane, whereas leveling is performed in a vertical plane. Okay, it is used for determination of relative elevations of various points in vertical plane. Various points in what plane? vertical plane. Okay, it is extremely important in most of the engineering works. Generally, what are the engineering works means? Generally, if you take roads, canals, okay, next dams, any water body structure. Suppose if I take a canal, if I want to construct a canal, what is the purpose of canal? It is to always flow under gravitational force. Gravitational force means what? Higher level to lower level. So we can't fix the canal alignment by seeing with our naked eye. You are supposed to survey it. For that surveying, leveling is the process where you will be choosing one area and you will be doing the leveling surveying. Based upon the data obtained, you will be deciding. You will be deciding how. Suppose if your ground is like this. Okay. Now, are you able to see the figure I am drawing?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, right, fine. Now, if I want to go go for a canal in this way, so what is happening? I will be performing survey on this ground level. On this ground level, I am going to perform the survey. Now, by seeing the ground itself, we cannot say this side is higher, that side is lower because of the large area. Okay. So for that, if I go for a survey only, I came to know that this is the filling portion to be done, and this is the cutting portion to be done. Filling portion, cutting portion, so that finally I can arrive with a one slope so that water can be flowing from higher point to higher lower point. This is one case where you are going to use the leveling instrument, and many other every civil engineering work involves this leveling survey only. Even your building construction also you are going to. Okay, see, extremely important in most of the engineering works, right? Next one is what? Plane. See, every topic I am just touching it because further classes there is one chapter on chain surveying, there is one chapter on compass surveying, like that. Okay, so as of now for first semester you have only two things, that is chain and compass. In the second semester you will be having leveling surveying and a minor instruments, like that. And in the third semester you will be having advanced surveying. In that you will be having the different things what you are going to discuss now. Okay, now plane table surveying. Plane table surveying means, see, in every surveying the thing is you will be going to the field, collecting the data by taking the measurements, and you will be noting down the values and things, coming to the office, and you will be drawing the figure. That is the thing. Now here in this case of plane table surveying, the surveying work and drawing work means field work, office work, both will be performed simultaneously in the field itself. Means you will be having drawing table, you will be having drawing table. To that drawing table, it is fixed to a tripod stand. Okay, and you will be having one component known as alidade. What is called this alidade? This will be eyepiece and this will be object piece. Just you have to place on the drawing sheet, and by seeing from the eyepiece you have to bisect the object. You have to bisect the object. Okay, after bisecting the object, what you can do, you can take the readings, and you have to measure the from the instrument station to the point. Suppose if you are going to bisect a tree, from the instrument center point the tree is around 12 meters, say for example. So in that situation, while bisecting it, you have to draw a line in the map itself simultaneously with converting some scale, because 12 meters of length cannot be accommodated directly in the sheet. అంటే మనం షీట్లో 12 meters డ్రా చేయలేం. దానికి మనం ఏం చేస్తాం, స్కేల్ పెట్టుకుంటాం. 1 centimeter ఈక్వల్స్ టు 1 meter. Like that, if I got a 12 meters, so what is the length you have to do? 12 centimeters. In that line, you have to draw a point. And you have to mention there some tree figure. Like that, you can perform the surveying work and the drawing work in the field itself. But nowadays, it is completely outdated. It is completely outdated. Means plain table surveying, it is not there in your syllabus and not there in the use also. It is not there in the usage also, because the major drawback is here, in case of rainy season or a winter season, we cannot use this plain table surveying, because in the rainy season, because of rains, you cannot perform the survey and draw because it is a paper. And in winter season also, fog will be falling early mornings, so the paper will be ruined. For that reasons, we are outdated this plain table survey. Okay, see, a map is prepared in field while viewing the terrain and after determining the direction and length of a line, means simultaneously. That is the main advantage is that taking measurements and plotting are done simultaneously. Okay, it is less accurate survey. Okay, next, theodolite survey. Now in case of compass surveying, in case of compass surveying, what we done, only horizontal measure angles are taken. In case of theodolite surveying, you will be taking both horizontal angles and vertical angles. Okay, horizontal angles and vertical angles. And you can find out the heights of a building without using the tape. You can measure the height of the building by using theodolite surveying. Okay, right. So this is classified into traverse and a triangulation survey. What is this traverse survey? Various stations forms a polygon. Here traverse means open traverse will be there, closed traverse will be there. Now what is this open traverse and closed traverse is, suppose if I start survey here, I go like this. This is starting point and this is my ending point. If the starting point and ending point will not meet, then it is called as open traverse. Now where you can perform this type of surveys means besides the canals. Okay, next besides the roads, like this you can perform. Okay, my screen is up to here only, it is not able to. Whereas suppose if my starting point is here like this, forming some polygon generally like this. This is my starting point A. Okay, this is B, C, D, again E, and this is A. Like that you can take. Now this can be performed by taking the bearings. Okay, with respect to some north direction or some fixed reference point you can perform. Okay, now horizontal angles are measured with theodolite. In the theodolite you will be having two circles. One is horizontal circle and vertical circle. You can come across about this in your third semester, no need to worry. And if you are having interested on this one, already my YouTube channel have these theodolite surveying topics. Okay, next, linear measurements are same taken with tape or chain. Next, triangulation means what? It forms a system of triangles, network of triangles. And here the base lines measure accurately and the lengths of the other lines are computed from the angles. We'll come across this one. And tachyometry. Now, tachyometry is not the special type of instrument. The theodolite is there. In the theodolite, you'll be having a telescope. Okay, telescope you will be having a diaphragm glass, you will be having a crosshair like this. If the same cross aim diaphragm having top line and bottom line, then it is nothing but called as a tachyometry. Okay, in the telescope you will be having a what? Diaphragm glass. Diaphragm glass will be having crosshair like this generally. Along with the central crosshair, if you have top stadia and bottom stadia intercept, then it is nothing but called as a tachyometry. Now what is the purpose means? I can find out the distance from the instrument to the object. Instrument to the object. What is the length? Without using tape or chain, I can find out the this one. Okay, we'll see what is this tachyometry means. There is one formula, D equals to what? Ks plus C, where S is nothing but staff intercept and K and C are nothing but multiplying constants. All these are not important now because anywhere in your third semester you are going to learn about the. Okay, next. See, a tachyometry is a special type of theodolite fitted with a what? Stadia diaphragm. By taking the staff reading, distance can be calculated. Next, this is what? Photogrammetric survey. It is the science of taking measurements with the help of a photographs. Okay, it is used for obtaining topographical details of area which are difficult to reach. Suppose some areas will be there where it is difficult to go on for the survey by other methods. In those situations, instead of going directly, we can go for the photographs, and combining all the photographs you can obtain the terrain details. Okay, next one is what? EDM survey. What is this? EDM. Okay, electronic distance measuring units means by using the laser light you can find out the distance from the point where you are standing to the thing where you required. Okay, mostly these are nowadays they are semi-robotic total stations like that. Now these EDM instruments, generally distometers will be there where architects will be using mostly to find out the lengths and widths of the interior of the building like that. Instead of measuring means, the main thing is for a tape 2% should be there to measuring the length, whereas for EDM one corner you keep that equipment and put the laser onto the other wall so that the distance from this wall to that wall you can measure easily. Okay, and angles are computed indirectly from the known sides of a triangles, means three sides of the triangles the distance can be measured and the angles can be automatically measured. Not EDM means not only this one, you have a total station. Now what is this total station actually? Total means you have performed chain, compass, theodolite, EDM, not photogrammetry, chain, compass, theodolite, plane table, everything what you have done, that whole things can be performed with a single instrument known as total station. Total station, actually it is nothing but electronic theodolite. Okay, total station means electronic theodolite with the EDM. EDM facility means what? You will be having a laser. You will be having a laser inside length. You can measure the sloped length. You can measure the horizontal length. You can measure the horizontal angle, vertical angle. Okay, like that you can measure everything in the total station. And in our college we have 4 total stations. 4 total stations in our college, and that is around 6 lakhs each instrument. Each instrument is 6 lakhs. Okay, so what you have studied here today is classification based upon the instruments used, and these are the things.